Okay, different textbooks have different definitions for standard form, and this general form is usually referred to as slope-intercept form, because in this form you can tell the slope of the line and the y-intercept. In this case, the y-intercept would be at 0, -4. Your question is, how do you get from one form to the other? Well, if you got standard form, to get slope-intercept form, or what you're calling general form, we want to get the letter y by itself. The left-hand side of the equation currently has two terms, a 5x and a plus 3y. We'd like to get all the terms that don't contain the letter y on the other side of the equal sign. So we subtract 5x, or we talk about transposing the term 5x to the right side of the equal sign and changing its sign. So that gets 3y, the term 3y by itself. Now we want to undo this multiplication by dividing every term by 3. So if I divide this term by 3, the 3's cancel out, I just get a y. I divide this term by 3, I get a -5/3 x. Make sure that x doesn't look like it's in the denominator. And if I divide the +9 by 3, I get a 3. And that's slope-intercept form. And if we go to Desmos and actually enable this, you'll see that it matches the red line that we have over here when we have 5x plus 390 plus y. Now, if I start with the equation that's in slope-intercept form, and by the way, there's the y-intercept for that green line, 0, -4. Slope of 2/3 means every time you go over 3, you go up 2. 3 up 2, slope of 2/3. But to get it in standard form, probably the easiest thing to do is multiply every term by 3 so that we don't have a fraction here. So if I multiply every term by 3, this term becomes a 3y. I take 3 times this term, the 3's cancel out, I just get a 2x. And if I multiply the -4 by 3, I get a -12. It's called the multiplication property of equality. If expressions are equal and you multiply both expressions by the same number, the new expressions will still be equal. Now, usually standard form in most textbooks indicate that the number in front of x is positive. So I'm going to envision moving this 3y to the right side of the equal sign by subtracting 3y from both sides, and getting this -12 to the left side of the equal sign by adding 12, or moving the term and changing its sign. And by the symmetric property for equality, I can write it this way. So there's standard form according to your definition. And same deal, if I enabled these graphs on Desmos, you would see that they all three overlap that green line. So I'm going to include the link to that Desmos graph in the answer to this video. There you go. Hope that helped. If you have any questions, post a comment.